Hello, this is Chisels. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I wanted to do a quick video clearing up a misconception I've heard on the internet, and that is that you can't get sharp edges from cheap steel. Now, I'm working with chisels now just because I've gotten back into woodworking, but obviously the same applies with knives of any variety. This is a cheap set I got from Harbor Freight. It's like $7. So these turned into some beater chisels. Needed a little bit of work on the edge to, get to my liking, I guess. But just in, a few short minutes, I just got that edge. I just wanted to show you. This literally pops hair now. So now you can see it. It obviously shaves hair. This is hair popping sharp, and I did that in just a matter of minutes. Now, I'm going to take you through the process of how I did this. I did this very, very quickly. If you were doing it on a nice set of chisels, obviously, you probably want to take a lot more time. But the first thing you want to do is grab something completely flat. I'm using a piece of glass that I had laying around, and I know that's flat, and I'm going to be using some wet dry sandpaper. You can also use diamond stones or whatever method of sharpening that you use. Now, first thing we're going to want to do is get the back of this flat. You can see the grind marks. Well, maybe you can. The grind marks from the factory. It's oops, got a bee tormenting me here. Anyway, first thing we're going to do is you can, like I said, do this dry or wet. I'm just using a little bit of water with dish soap in it. You can use, Windex or oil or whatever you want to do. But the first thing you want to do is get this flat, okay? At least up to the edge. That's the important part. Now, we're going to start off, actually, I believe this is the 800. You should be starting off on 400 and progressing to 800. Let's see where we're at here. Okay, so this obviously has a bit of a bow in it because we are hitting the edge. As you can see, it's nice and clean there, and you can see the milling striations. Okay, so if you want to, you can take your time and get all of that out. It'll take some time to get this completely flat. For my purposes, just the edge, this is all we're using anyway, so that's going to be fine with me. So we'll go ahead and refine that real quick, and then we're going to start. As you can see, there's obviously a bevel on a chisel. You're going to want to match that, okay, and then pull back. You just keep doing that, okay. I'm using the entirety of the sandpaper just so I don't wear down any particular spot. I guess that's just an old habit. That's more so important on like a stone, so you're not dishing it out. But alright, let's see, I don't know if you can see that. You're starting to get kind of a polished edge just to the very top there. These darn fluorescent lights, it does not make it easy to see that. Not at all. But anyway, I'm sure you can see that, and that's what we're trying to do. Again, you can really work to get all those striations out. But you're going to notice it's going to form a burr much like on a knife, okay? And when that burr, you can usually fill that with your fingernail, okay, where that burr is. And when you do get that, see, once this is flat, like so, and you progress up the grits, you don't really have to go back to flattening it. When that burr does form by doing this, and it will, or it should, all you do to remove that is, well, what I do is I keep it flat like this and then just do kind of a zigzag pattern like that, and that gets rid of it. Okay, there we go. We're actually starting to get an edge on it already. Not bad at all. Okay, and then we're going to progress upward. Is this the 4? No, this is the 400. So we're going to go to the 800 now. Ideally, we're going to want, obviously, your sandpaper fixed a little better than what I have here, but just giving you kind of a quick and dirty version of this. Okay. And there certainly is a burr there. You can definitely feel that. Okay, now we're removed. Now what you can do is, once you're done with that, just grab any piece of wood here and just go like that a couple times in it. What that'll do is remove any sort of burr. Now if you progress up the grits to super fine, that will essentially get rid of the burr anyway. So now let me readjust, and we're going to go to the polishing strips really quick. Okay, so now what we have is a 3 and 6,000. This is, I mean, these are completely worn out here. I'm not even using good ones here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go flat like I was. I'm just going to go like this a little bit. Okay, and then same thing we were doing before. I guess I probably should have shown you before how dull these were. I mean, they certainly wouldn't cut even notebook paper, forget about phone book paper. Yeah, they're in pretty rough shape. I mean, nowhere near flat, just, I mean, you can tell. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but we are starting to get a mirror finish on the edge exactly where we want there, okay? So let's, kind of curious now, let's go ahead and check it and see if it'll even cut phone book paper. Oh, yeah. Okay, that is a sharp chisel. And I mean, it's that simple. Let's see here. Get it in the frame here. Sorry, I'm zoomed in so much. Anyway, you get the idea. Very sharp chisel. It is certainly going to. Okay. Now that is hair popping sharp. As you can see. I mean, just that quickly. Now obviously this is a quick and dirty. Again, you have nice chisels or you really want to do it right. You're going to want to spend your time on this. But this was all to illustrate a point that the cheapest of cheap, you can get a very sharp edge on. How do I know they're cheap? Like I said, they're $7 at Harbor Freight. Also, they didn't even advertise the type of steel it was, so you know it's not going to be super high quality. But anyway, there you guys go. I know it was kind of just a quick and dirty, but thank you very much for tuning into my channel. Till next time, this is Chase Pelagi, signing off.